I love this game. Okay. Sorry, had to do it. Couldn't help myself. I kid, of course. Again, this is Cleric. This is my Armored Core 6 Fires Rubicon review. I thought a lot about this, and honestly, I could have put a bunch of footage on here, but I didn't want to show anything spoilers. So I'd basically be using footage you've probably seen 100 times at this point, and I feel like that's a whole lot of editing for not a whole lot of added content for what I'm going to be talking about. So you just get to see my bearded face for this review. Now, I'm going to call this my initial review, and I'm calling it that for a reason. There is a lot of game to play, and I only got my code about 48 hours ago from the time this video goes live. Now, that's still plenty of time to play the game, except when you don't have time to play it. So I was up many late hours, a couple nights in a row, getting all this stuff done. So I have a chance to play through the game, enjoy it while I'm playing it, not force my way through it, and then get to feel a few more extra missions after the fact to kind of get a feel for the game and where it's going. So the reason why it's initial review is I plan in a couple months to do a full review after I've gone through all the missions, gotten all the parts, tried out PvP for a while, and see what I really think of the full game experience. So, with that being said, here's what I think. Up front, the game is amazing. Absolutely incredible. The game just feels great. Gameplay wise, aesthetics wise, art direction wise, the sound engineering, the voice acting. Oh man, there was a point in time during one of the post-mission briefings where the way the voice actor was like basically doing things, I haven't laughed that hard in an Armored Core game, I think, ever, essentially. And I was laughing, I think, for a solid minute. Whenever the gameplay goes up and you see it, you'll see when I was laughing like a banshee. It was hilarious. So let me tell you, the story, though kind of light at first, does start gripping you by the end. I got rather attached to one AC pilot, and you'll see in my first playthrough that I felt kind of bad how things ended up, but that's about as spoilery as I'm going to get. And yes, this is still very much a commentary on corporate greed. Thank you, From Software. Never change. The bosses. Oh man, the bosses. The bosses are probably some of the best, if not the best, in the series has ever had. I'm getting major Pulverizer vibes from Last Raven. I know for some of you that'll terrify you, for good reason. Some of these bosses are pretty hard, and there are a couple that when you finally beat them, it's so satisfying. Although there is at least one I will say is completely bogus. Like, I'm talking Arterial Corporal's, bogus. Yeah, it's that bad. But you know what? Still beating it, still felt great. Classic Armored Core difficulty, anyways. The arena is so full of character. I mean, I love reading the pilot bios, and I love how they brought back the over-the-top, overly cheesy pilot bios. Some of these things are hilarious. I remember laughing reading them. Again, a proper return to form as far as arenas goes. A lot of it was over the top, which I think is necessary to make the arena really shine. To give you a very truncated idea of what I feel about this game, the game feels like a love letter from Software to their flagship series of their game franchise and to its fans. So many call outs to previous titles. There's a lot of iconography you can recognize and a lot of references from previous games. The game is definitely a love letter. Now, as I mentioned in the preview video, that this game feels like Armored Core, and that hasn't changed. But let me kind of further build on this just a little bit. This game is kind of like revisiting old memories in a dream. And in that dream, there are things that are distinctly different from what you remember actually happening in your past. But somehow, even though it's completely different, it still feels familiar and feel like it fits into the game. And I feel like that's exactly what this is. There are so many things that's changed mechanic-wise or gameplay-wise from the classic original series like Armored Core 1, 2, and 3, but the changes don't feel like it's alienating or ruining the base concept of what makes Armored Core, and actually feels at home. So a lot of you call old gen players, you're going to feel more at home in this game than I think you probably felt in 4 Answer, 5, and Verdict Day. And those of you who played 4 Answer and Verdict Day, this game is still going to familiar too. I can't quite explain it. Somehow From Software has managed to make the game feel like 3 different generations at the same time. You'll feel in different missions, different arena fights, different parts, different map setups, where you'll get vibes from different parts of the series, and they all seem to meld seamlessly. it's amazing. And so as far as where this ranks in my hierarchy, if you watch my top 5, I gave Armored Core 6 an honorable mention and made Nexus my number 1. I haven't played all the way through it yet, but I got to tell you, this could very easily take the number 1 spot. This game is just plain fun. It's gorgeous to look at. It's amazing to play. It's satisfying to win. The game is awesome. And if you have not played this yet and you're on the fence at all, you do not realize what you are missing out on. You need to play this game. That's it. That's the review. Nothing fancy, short and sweet, how I feel about it, and looking forward to doing a more complete review in the coming months. So to finish out the video, I want to say thank you to my newest members in YouTube. It's amazing I even have members now. To Jitrats Bacon, by the way, love the name. Took advantage of the 99 cents membership, enjoying the emotes and the little Jacko next to your name. Zealous, Xenote, as you all know from the channel, he's my best friend, my brother. Dude, thank you for joining as a Raven. Fitting you went as Raven too, because that's what we are. Dude, as always, thank you. Appreciate the support. And then I apologize if I butcher these names. Rurushi, Hee, and Pinky Dink for choosing the dominant level as a 3rd tier up, getting the Discord perks and the social follows. Those will be coming shortly. And honestly, this is a wild ride. I look forward to just sinking hours of time into playing Armored Core 6. And if I think there's some worthwhile content to get out of it and share it, I'll do it. So let me ask you, what do you want to see from me? There's going to be tons of guides out there, tons of walkthroughs out there, lots of people doing PvP, lots of people doing discussions. What do you want to see from me? What would you like what kind of content would you like to consume that comes from me specifically? I realize I may have a different bent or a different viewpoint on things than maybe other people. I tend to be more down to earth, more laid back, more chill. I've heard a lot of people call me wholesome. I've probably seen that word way too many times the last couple of weeks, but you know what? If I'm going to be the wholesome dad, I'll take that. That's a descriptor I will wear proudly. But anyways, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe, your comments, your ideas, become a member. As I mentioned before, you guys are amazing. Join the Discord. It's an awesome place to go chat. We hang out and just have a good time. And I will see you in the next video.